And there we go, Alt. I don't want to full screen it though. Well, let me see how it is. Well, it doesn't seem like it broke any captures, so that's a good sign. Never played RPG Maker games before. No, clearly it's my first. What is Yuminiki? What are the games I've translated in RPG Maker? Oh, on that note, RPG Maker VX Ace is free on Steam right now, so you should grab it just because it's free, basically. Alright. So, I did Chapter 1 in one go last time. I'm probably not going to get through all of Chapter 2 in one go. I assume it's a bit longer. I forgot this game's controls are really weird. And I want to do Umineko today as well. Ha ha ha. With this, I can finally... Big Sis. The Shrine Maiden... Gensokyo. All of it will... stop. The Shrine Maiden will never stop. Almost as long, so it's shorter than Chapter 1, really. We'll see how things go then, I guess. Oh, okay. So it's like 2.5 hours. Maybe I'll split it a bit after an hour then, so I can do Umineko for a while as well. Because I don't want to play for 2.5 hours, then be too burnt out for Umineko. See, that portrait in the background almost looks like Yomu and... whichever of Okina's servants it is. I'm not sure if it's Sazano or Mai. But it's like the hat and everything. Oh no. ... Okay, I think, alright, space for dialogue is the best way to do it. This badge. Yukari Yakumo should have taken it back a year ago. Okay, then I'll do about an hour and a half, if I can find a good stopping point around there, I guess. The fact that Reimu Hakure had this with her. Alright, thanks, yeah, heads up would be nice. It means the Hakure Shrine Maiden was involved after all. That incident. Just, where are you? If you're out there somewhere, please come back already. Oh, and the other one looks kind of like Sumideko. It's got glasses. Oh, maybe it's the same person. Wait, yeah, the one on the right actually looks like certain Sumireko now. Now I'm seeing it differently. In Tokyo's #1 Tengu, Aya Shame Maru. You know... Yes? I seem to have heard the sound of my door's lock being broken. Huh. Funny. How do you want to die? Wait. Hang on for just a moment. Here's the JTD music. Ow. I got some medicine from the back. Apply it yourself. Yeah, you're too violent, Yomu-san. What if you can't get... Oh. I didn't say anything. And? I'll pay for the door. That's what I like to hear. If she pays every time, why does she keep doing it? Ow. As long as you properly knock and then walk in, we won't have any problems. Got it? Why is that text colored? How many times have I said this already? 11 times, maybe? Got it. I've heard that 11 times, too. Ow. Alright, serious talk. Why'd you kick down my door first thing in the morning? Well, you still remember what happened last night, right? I'm here to inform you of the aftermath. Ooh, aftermath. Oh? Reimu-san was directly sent to Yukari-san after being taken away by Kitakun and the others. She's probably repenting in Mayuhiga right now. So she's probably Dogeza on the floor. Considering Reimu-san is Gensokyo's one and only Hakure Shrine Maiden. Oh no, she's stuck. See, it's the downside of full screen. Wait, encoding overloaded my ass. Hold on. Okay, I can't play in full screen apparently. OBS complains if I play in full screen, you're kidding me. It's like, sorry, that's too many pixels. I don't understand. Alright, I fixed her. I don't know what the deal is with that. I rebooted my PC, so it shouldn't be like Oh, you've had your PC on for 2 weeks kind of problem. Shouldn't be that. So I went back to a window again. I see. It's frustrating, but there's not much we can do about it. As for Kane-san, she's been placed under house arrest. But thanks to the villagers' pleas, it was decided that she'd only be locked up for a week. She's Kane, the Hakutaku in charge of history, after all. She didn't kill anyone either, so putting her on the spot for too long wouldn't be good. I mean, I want to know, like, what the ramifications of Reimu being a murderer are. Like, what happens when people find out? It's just kind of a big deal. The brats in the village are super happy, though, since they get a week of playtime. Yeah, kids sure are simple. Hehe. Huh? Speaking of, what's up with those dark circles under your eyes? Hmm? What? Did you get any sleep at all last night? Well, I probably should have waited before giving that to you, huh? Let me guess. Still can't put them out of rest, Yomo-san? No. I can't just forget about it like this. Yep. I pick... Well, not the best times, not the worst times, but I pick some of the times of all time. I have to find out what happened to her no matter what. Why not ask her? You mean the owner of this badge? Unless, Yomu-san, it's been a year already. You still can't forgive her, Yomu-san? If only she hadn't failed, things wouldn't be like this. Sorry, I got a bit worked up. I do have to say, this definitely leans more into the mysterious backstory that you don't know anything about than Ace Attorney does. At least it's more concentrated in here for sure. Well, better to see something once than hear it 1,000 times. How about we pay the Hakure Shrine a visit? Isn't it empty? The Hakure Shrine? We did find this badge in Reimu-san, right? If you mean Twitch DMs, okay, hold on. Oh, no, you mean DMs. Okay. It's nice. My like windows are all messed up after going in and out of full screen. So I don't like full screen. One of the best things that technology has come up with nowadays is like borderless windowed, rather like windowed full screen, fake full screen, whatever you're supposed to call it. You know, where it's full screen, but you can still like alt tab without, you know, both your monitors going black and your resolution changing and the game minimizing and the game crashing and all that. That's no fun. That would mean she most likely has something to do with that incident too. If that's true, maybe we'll find some clues related to it in the shrine. I haven't seen Hot Dog Tenchi in a little while. There is a program I actually have installed that I've used a couple times. Let me see if I can find what it's called. I have it installed. I think it's just called like Borderless Full Screen Gaming or something simple like that. But it does work on a fair few programs, but not everything. I think I've used it on a couple fan games now and again. But I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Borderless Gaming. I saw a link to it on Steam once. Yeah, I've got it here. It actually lets you just like change window size directly, not even necessarily full screen. So I guess if I really wanted, I could probably set it up and have that modify HSA to be twice the size. But I don't want to mess with it right now. But yeah, there are things for that. Not totally reliable, mind you. I have had games, I don't remember what games, where like it just doesn't do anything at all. If that's true, maybe we'll find some clues related to it in the shrine. Fair point. Yeah, let's go there right now. But, Demo, let me hang a sign on the door first. That way if anyone needs me while I'm out, they can just leave a message. Yeah, I mean, if they want to just break in right now, they can. There's no lock. I wonder if that's something we have to remember. Aye, let me help out too. Yes, I'd appreciate that. When you put it like that, it's kind of embarrassing. Your expression isn't convincing at all. Reimu Hakure. What part did you play in that case a year ago, I wonder? For the truth, and for her. I swear I'll unveil your secrets. That reminds me, I never updated the game. Because it turned out I was running an outdated version beforehand. So, get ready for typos and stuff. Oops. Sorry, that's what happens when I don't stream again for a few weeks. We're finally here. And for anyone who didn't see, I put up on Twitter and places, I'm not going to be doing Metaphor on stream. I think it's just too much energy to ask of me to stream like a full-length JRPG. Something like Umineko, where I'm constantly reading dialogue. I can keep going and going, you know, it keeps my voice going and keeps me talking. With a JRPG, there's a lot of blank space you just have to fill. It's difficult. So, I don't think I could do it. At least not in my current present mental state with depression being depression and all that. I'm going to be seeing about that again in a few days. Talk about medication stuff again. Because my current stuff isn't doing anything. I'm trying something new every month, literally. Until I find something that works. It's still as quiet as ever. No, I like JRPGs. GOS is one of my favorite games. And like, I can talk for a while, but something that's probably going to be like 150 hours long for the whole thing, it's kind of tough. Now, if I were playing GOS or something on stream, I'd probably have stuff to talk about. I could talk about the translation process and things like that. I could probably keep the script up and, like, look at it while I'm playing and be like, oh, I had to do this there and whatnot, or this line was really hard to fit in because of text limitations. No. I don't know, stuff. I'm sure there'd be stuff about the process to talk about. This is me kind of just wanting to play GOS and or DoD again. Yeah, nothing's really changed. This place has always been peaceful, but ever since last night... Yomu-san, let's just go say hi to Suika-chan first. We can't just walk in and turn the shrine upside down after all. Yeah, that's true. I say though, the trees here don't really make me think of Hakure's shrine, like blue and pink. If it weren't for the torii there, this almost looks more like the netherworld. Oh, here she is. Eh? Suika Ibuki. They say she's one of the 4 great Oni. She loves drinking the most. Her gourd pretty much never leaves her side. She has the ability to manipulate the density of anything and everything. She even manipulated the density of banquets in the past. I think what she did actually was, didn't she like manipulate the density of people and like get them together for a banquet technically? I think it's been a long time since I've looked at the Immaterial Missing Power plot. That's pretty old now. Okay. Her power's nothing to scoff at. Oh, I see mouse captures on. I guess that's fine. She currently lives at the Hakure Shrine, so she'll be in good terms with Reimu. I wonder what she thinks of me. I'm sure she's probably disappointed in Reimu. What's up, Suika-chan? Oh, if it isn't good old Aya. Long time no see, Ibuki-san. Oh? Those sharp eyes, that fluttering silver hair, the elegant flower. I know you. You're the half-human, half-snake, right? Suika-chan, my son is a half-human, half-phantom. Oh yeah, my bad. I meant the half-human, half-phantom. I get confused so she looks too much like that kind of person. So this is the part where, Nick gets trash-talked. Got it. Yama-san, don't let it get to you. It's fine. It can't be helped. Oh, she said it. How many it can't be helped are there in this translation reel? Speaking of, to what do I owe the pleasure, Aya? Well... That's how it is. So is it fine if we search for stuff related to Reimu-san, Suika-chan? Do we even gotta say it? Since you went out of your way to ask me, Aya, of course I won't allow it. This music is a bit too tense all of a sudden. Eh? Why not? No matter what, this concerns the tiny bit of privacy Reimu has, yeah? Reimu wouldn't want people to go through her things either, right? You gotta give people some privacy, you know? Naoki flagged all the other ones. Good. Big thumbs up for Naoki. You can have like a couple, you know, it's a valid way of translating it. You don't want to necessarily say you can never say that. There's nothing wrong with the phrase, but you definitely don't want it to be too high density. People will notice nowadays, I think. I feel like it's kind of... It was prevalent for a time to such a degree that I think even non-translators probably noticed it. At least that's the impression I'm under. But it is definitely cliche to translators. They will definitely notice. And they will definitely smile as they read it out every time. Especially snakes in the grass. Yeah, that's... Maybe I'll let you if you drink with me till I black out. Yeah, there's no way that's possible. Hopefully this doesn't agitate her too much. Ibuki-san. Half snake, half phantom. Something you need? This badge is related to a case that, to this day, is still unresolved. I'm sure you know that as well. It wouldn't even be a stretch to say that this incident has affected the entirety of Gensokyo. We must get to the bottom of that incident. This is for the sake of Gensokyo as a whole. We can't let our emotions get in the way of this. Heh. That's the half phantom for you. Alright, I'm convinced. That was really easy. So, search wherever you want. Try not to kick over the stuff from last night's banquet, though. But don't worry if you do. Just wait till Reimu gets back. She'll clean it up. Is Reimu coming back? Reimu's convicted of murder. I know, I was worried we'd hit a dead end. I never thought you would be able to convince her so easily. She might not look like it, but she's been around for a very long time. You know, I really hope that they do the smart thing here and they get Satori's help to interrogate Reimu. Like, you could be stupid to not at least try. Satori's probably gonna complain. She's gonna say she's got a paperwork. Just beat her up like they did in GOS. It's tried and true. Works every time. Just drag her with you. Add her to your key items. She might not look like it, but she's been around for a very long time. She knows what's important and what's not. Her judgment just gets clouded by her emotions sometimes. She'll come around when she realizes it. Oni, huh? Candid to a fault. Yeah. That's right, Oni can't lie. Oni hate liars, too. But she's still very good friends with Reimu. I doubt she'll forgive me overnight. Yep, that sounds really troublesome. Let's focus on finding clues for now. We can sort things out with Suika at a later date. Aye aye. In front of us, from left to right, is the storehouse and the main shrine, respectively. If we're doing this, we have to make sure we search all the places here. Yep, but there's a lot more stuff in the storehouse. It's better if we split up. I guess I could search the storehouse. You go search the other places, Yomo-san. Alright, sorry to trouble you with this. Come on, there's no such thing as trouble between us. Besides the whole door thing. Ah, yeah. Looks like I'm searching the entire shrine. Better get the ball rolling then. I guess I'm also searching outside. Valkyrie Shrines, Chozuya. It looks like just a well here, but yeah, that's supposed to be the thing where you wash your hands. Unclean site of the banquet. Okay, if you look really close, it's actually the kanji for sake. I thought it just looked like little red crosses from here. You gotta get really close and like peek at that. Remember, I'm playing in base resolution now. Goodbye. Can't even try. No, you don't drink the sacred hand-washing water. Don't think so. It's just, because of assets, it's just a regular-ass well. In real life, here, I'll go find a picture of a Chozuya. Chozuya. I believe they're a little bit fancier looking. I guess they are kind of like wells. Like, from a surface level, but functionally, no. Here is a random ass Chozuya off Google Images. If this saves to my desktop properly. You go, it's more like this. So, yeah, I could see mistaking it for a well. And I can see why they used, like, the well asset, I guess, even though it's pretty different, really. I don't think you really need a bucket there. You're supposed to use, like, the little scoop, I think, right? I believe. I'm honestly not too familiar with, like, all this culture stuff, but I have at least learned what it shows you guys. Is this supposed to be the donation box? I should probably avoid bringing a brain as much as possible. Hey, Buki-san. Yomu Konpaku, something the matter. Regarding what happened a year ago, is there anything you can tell us? Come on, you know way more than I do about that case. You even got time to shine up there, yeah? That's true, but I was actually asking about Ray. Crap, I accidentally said it out loud. Heh. Uh-oh, gotta change the subject fast. Why are you standing here? The donation box seems to have been moved too. It was originally in front of the door, I think. Oh, that. It's cause I'm looking for something. I've been working my fingers to the bone these past few days. I even bruised my hand the other day, and now I can't drink properly. What's got you so worked up? A few days ago, that magical mallet thingy disappeared. The miracle mallet? You mean the one behind Seija Kijin's? Ah, yeah. We've always kept it in the donation box. Why? But it went missing a few days ago. You kept it in a place like that? Or really? It was my idea. I mean, it's a big old empty box that not even a thief would bother checking, which conversely makes it the safest place, yeah? Unless you're playing a Capricorn game, in which case it's guaranteed to get crushed and or stolen. Speaking of the miracle mallet, could it be that inchling? Me and Raymo already searched her in all the places she hangs out at. Couldn't find a single trace. That reminds me, I haven't seen her since last night. She didn't run off somewhere, did she? What a troublesome little brat. In that case, maybe Seija... Oh, her. Yeah, Raymo paid her a special visit. She seemed sure that she wasn't the one who took it. I see. Implied me an X. Because... So, grammatically it's wrong. But in real life, do you still hear people say it? You do. So, in terms of realism, a lot of the time you'll want characters to still say it. If you're writing for Cerno, she should probably say me and die instead of die and die. Because, you know, she talks like that. She talks in a childish way. She wouldn't know or care. So, it's fine. You don't always want to adhere to perfect grammar. Sometimes, for flavor reasons, you don't, in my opinion. Miracle mallet's gone missing. What's going on? Also, I have no idea how the mallet charges at all. I don't know the mechanics of that. Is that just the sprite from, Impossible Spell Card? I think they just took it. Sure looks like it. The main shrine. It's brighter than I expected. Hold on, how do I save in this game again? I found it. That didn't actually... Hold on. Okay, is that actually saving? Probably. I think so. A bunch of modern books. Needles and various talismans. Something I can't examine. I don't know. I sleep. I mean, they sent me in here to examine. Surely there's something. When an item spans multiple tiles, you need to check all the tiles. Okay. Got it. Antique books and modern books, I see. Okay, I found it. Thank you. I understand that, you know, in a sense, because there's like 4 cabinets between the 2 bookshelves. But, yeah, it is really unintuitive. If this were a 3D game and I was moving a cursor, like, moving my camera, for sure, I'd get that. In here, it's especially bad because Yomu comments on the books, not the shelf on the bottom. But, whatever. Huh, it's a bunch of medical supplies. Seems like they're all from Ante. Bandages, ointments, disinfectant. What's with this pile of bloody bandages? Gross. Oh, I can't believe Rainbow is this unhygienic. Seems like these aren't fresh bandages. They've been here for at least a few days. She can throw them out. Okay. That's that checked. Check every tile of the table. Nothing. Check, there's just, like, surprisingly little in here, so I'm kind of just mashing everywhere. But, I get the feeling that's all there is. A cloth bandage is probably, yeah. As long as you wash it carefully and, like, disinfect it, I guess. Why are the controls like this in this game? I actually did it again. Oh my god, no. F12. You can't see this, but the game just crashed. It looks like it's something to do with the volume. I'm gonna show this to you real. I'll send you a picture. Stack level too deep. Cool. Okay, hold on. Is it because I used F12 to reboot the game? I see something about volume in there, though. Okay. Load. Alright. Mash through this. Right, okay. Alright, I remember now. I can hit Z to skip through stuff. They don't expect you to use F12. Can't you turn it off or something? Are you not able to? Is it, like, not turn offable? It is funny that it just crashes, though. Is that not something they could fix? What kind of, like, weird wizardry does this game do? Yeah, but I've played other RPG Maker games that have you hit F12 and they don't crash. It's not normal that it crashes when you do that. It's a built-in, like, RPG Maker function, so, like, what weird stuff are they doing that's making it crash? Is there just not anything else in here? No, it was just the bandages, I guess. Ah, yeah. Rangers. That voice. Ah, yeah. I took her a second to notice who it was. It's like that voice. Let me think. Oh, she said her name, that's right. Ah, yeah, what happened? Ah, yeah, talk to me, what's going on? Inside the sake jar. Sake jar? This is... Oh god. Shinmyo Horu. Sukuna, they fit her whole body in the sake jar. How horrifying. Hey, what you guys doing in here? What, did you find something fun in here? No, Suika. No. It's so fun, you're at a loss for words? No. Why are you staring at that jar? I already drank all the sake inside. Oops, didn't mean to say that. Man, good thing Raymond wasn't here. Hello? Is anyone there? What kind of treasure did you guys find? The mallet? In here? No way. It's in this jar, eh? Bottoms up. That's... disturbing. Wait, you can't be serious, right? I guess I have to save the game. Can't just go back and not have her die. Shin Miyamoto's body in that sake jar. So it's interesting, I guess. I mean, I don't know. She's not human, so I figured she'd be a bit harder to kill. It's not really clear how it works in Gensokyo. Like, obviously, if you stab a human, they'll die just like a human. If you were to stab... Well, okay, something like a vampire, we had, like, established... Maybe, I don't know, immortality or long lifespan, but there's obviously special things for vampires. So let's say a yokai. You stab Rumia. Like, just a darkness yokai, Yokai the Dark. She's just a yokai. I guess in Shinimato's case, she's an inchling, so she's a bit more of an established race, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I kind of just assume, I guess, everything in Soka that's not human has like better healing or something, but I guess you can still just stab someone through the heart, and generally they'll probably still die. Unless they're like already dead or a vampire. I don't know. Shimiyamato's body in that sake jar. I don't need to see it again. Shimiyamato Sukuna, the descendant of the Inchlings. Confined to the Hake shrine for planning the rebellion with Sage Kishin. Confined? I thought she just kind of hung out there. Is that what happened? Just that slogan of overthrowing the strong was reason enough for a giant target to be painted on her back. Yokai Magician. That's a different race entirely, so they're born as magicians. Like, Patchouli and Alice are not humans. I don't know innately how strong they are physically, because Patchouli is, like, physically weaker than a human. But I don't think that's the case for Alice, of course. So I don't know, I think they have, like, whatever innate durability would come with the yokai. Maybe they're a bit harder to kill. Byakuren... I think... I want to say... You're right, but didn't Byakuren used to be human? Am I wrong on that? I'm gonna go on the wiki. Yeah, magician, formerly human. Yeah, okay. I thought so. So, she's a bit different. That would be like if Marissa turned into a yokai or something, which may or may not happen someday, who knows. We'll see, I guess. So I don't know, Byakuren, I mean, she's got like superhuman strength when she buffs herself. I'm not scared of her getting killed. I think she'll be okay. She's probably pretty damn resilient. In a certain sense, confining her to the Hakurei Shrine was also a form of protection. So is this like canon, Shinmyamato? Hold on, I'm gonna advance the text meter off the screen. Because someone who used the Shrine Main's absence as an opportunity to dispose of her. Okay, thank you. Is this, like, actually... Oh, wiki. Is she really, like, confined to the shrine? Is that where she is in canon? Or is this just what this game is doing? Begin living in a cage-like dollhouse at the Hakurei Shrine. Huh. As of Urban Legend of Limbo, she's once again normal-sized and presumably living at the Shining Unit Castle once more. So... Okay, it's just Yomu's confused. Alright. Alright, that makes more sense then. It's always neat to see, like, misconceptions and like that in characters. I didn't expect us to be driven away. Oh, you mean Ran Yakumo. She drove us out the moment she arrived on grounds obscuring the scene. Her presence is much stronger than the Hakurei Shrine Maidens. Is it? I mean... I like seeing some Ron wins. She doesn't get enough attention, honestly. But I never would have thought that something would happen to Shin Yamato-chan right after Akyu-san. Or maybe before. Right after? Did you somehow figure out that Shin Yamato's death was recent? Well, good intuition. The blood didn't seem all that dry. If I were to guess, she died only a few hours ago. That's true. But the bigger question remains. How exactly did Shin Yamato-chan die? The body was in a secluded jar. It's hard to believe her death was due to an accident. I mean, we didn't really get to check the body, so... We know they didn't just drown her in there if there's blood everywhere. Shin Yamato's body may be small, but I doubt a jar like that would be enough for her to accidentally fall to her death. I mean, yeah. The most likely possibility is, someone moved the body there in order to hide it. When was the last time you saw Shin Yamato? Well, only the banquet comes to mind. The one I had no idea about, Can you explain briefly what that banquet was like? Well... Oh, we get CG. Even Aki was there. Firstly, a total of 8 people attended that banquet last night. Which would be... It was Akyu-san, Kane-san, Inosuke-kun, Ryumu-san, Kokoro-san, Suika-chan, and me. Also, Hirari-chan. Cool. Is that the person you can kind of like see a hand from over here, maybe? OC girl woman. Even that shopkeeper was there. Oh? Hidari-chan. Oh, her. You've never met her before. Oh yeah, I was right. Intuition. Her name is Hidari Marikiri, the daughter of an average household. She's really cute. Whether or not she's cute is besides the point. What was your average human doing at the banquet? Well, I heard she came along with Aku-san and the others. Seemed like she wanted to meet Reimu-san, her hero. Reimu Hakure. Her hero? No matter what, Reimu-san is still Kinsoke's shrine maiden who helped resolve many incidents. Check that one. Especially incidents like the Scarlet Mist or Mask of Hope, ones that concern the village's safety. Reimu was the one who resolved them in a cinch, so naturally she's amassed quite a number of fans. Yeah, that's true. Hero, huh? I wouldn't call her that, but in the past, the Hakure Shrine Maiden was indeed someone who wouldn't even hurt a fly. That was never true. Absolutely not. She's the Scarlet Slaughter. That's why her changing into an entirely different person last night really did a number on me. Is there really no reason for this sudden change? First, at exactly 9 PM sharp, Aku-san left in a hurry. I recall Kanai-san saying there was something Aku-san wanted her to safekeep, so she left early. That's cool, it like changes the focus of the picture. I think that's really nice, actually. Working with what they have. Then, after a while, Shinmimaru-san, Chan, appeared. Oh, I thought she didn't attend the banquet. I don't know, maybe she was hungry or something. In any case, Shinmimaru-chan hung around the banquet for a bit before leaving. Where did she go? I wasn't paying attention to that. Sorry. I think maybe Yomu was saying, like, I thought she usually doesn't attend banquets because I opened with the fact that she saw her at the banquet last night. It's fine. Continue. After a short while, Kokoro-san left temporarily. I don't know why either. Maybe she went to the bathroom or something. I like her hairstyle here. It's cute. Anyway, she came back after some 20 minutes. Then as planned, she did a dance. A dance? Her specialty Kagura dance. It's really a shame you wanted to witness it. Her form, her beauty. You could sit there forever. I just got a crush. Man, I regret not attending the banquet even more. Although Kokoro-san seemed a bit uneasy at the time. Uneasy? Well, it's just a gut feeling. But Kokoro-san seemed a bit absent-minded since she came back. I think something had been weighing heavily on her mind. I mean, we saw that one of her masks was sitting in the storehouse. Absent-minded, huh? Could it be related to this case? And now that I think about it, I think I heard that Kokoro-san and Shinmimaru-chan had a fight a few days ago. A fight? It's just something I heard. Apparently, a few days ago, Kokoro-san visited Shinmimaru-chan at the shrine, and then someone heard the two arguing. They even heard Kokoro saying, "I'll kill something something." I'll kill it tonight with my dance. Shinmimaru Sukuna? I don't want to say anything out of line, but I did hear. What else is there? You should hear a lot of things. It was apparently due to a problem with Kokoro-san's masks. A problem with her masks? It seemed like there was a problem with Kokoro-san's masks not too long ago, but she never told anyone about it. From the way she was acting, it seemed like someone had done something to her masks. Her masks. It would be a stretch to say those are her most valuable possessions. Kokoro-san is a bit of an introvert. She views her belongings in a very high regard. But the more someone is like that, the more agitated they'd be to have their belongings messed with. Hey, we're getting way off topic. And even so, Kokoro-san's dance is super mesmerizing. What happened after? I don't really remember all that clearly. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like Bochi / Kokoro are out there. Something combining them. I just remember Suika-chan also leaving for a bit. Probably to get more booze from the storehouse. I feel like Bochi would be very embarrassed to wear Kokoro's outfit, though, if we did like an outfit swap, because it's got like the holes in the legs and all that, and the skirt. Storehouse? Where the body was discovered. Yeah, she went all... We're all dry over here, let me go fetch some more. So I remember it very well. The same as ever when it comes to drinking, huh? Then, just before 11 PM, the banquet ended, and we all went our separate ways. I see. So to summarize, during the banquet, Akio left first, then Nishimi Yamato came and went, then Kokoro left for a bit, followed by Suika also leaving. I hope they let me refer back to this later, because I'm not going to remember right now. Akio, Kokoro, and Suika are who we ought to pay attention to. Is there nothing else of note? Probably. I also drank a lot back then, so it's all a bit foggy. I might have even missed something completely. Yet you were completely sober when you came to my office. Of course I'd be sober after being in the rain for so long. The news of Akio's death also shocked me into sobering up. Alright. Do you have any ideas, Yomo-san? I'm not sure right now. It's all a blur. But we can consider those who left after Shimimaru's final appearance as suspects. We don't really have any evidence on hand right now. Best thing you can do is probably go question people. Guess this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Ugh, my head hurts. But I can't stop, not right now. Shimimaru's death, Reimu's crimes, Kokoro's unease, and that Hirari Marekiri. Yomo-san, what do you... Yomo-san? I can't stop. Ugh, why do I feel so dizzy? You okay, Yomo-san? You're sweating all over. Ugh, my head. Yomo-san, what's wrong? If I stop, it might be just like 1 year ago when she... Darn it. Why am I thinking of... Okay, you passed out. Yomo-san. It's gonna be a flashback? No, it's just gonna be... We got moved to a bed. Alright, hold on, let me go pee and heat my coffee back up. I'll be right back, just a couple minutes. I forgot my straw. Ugh. As for a short yap break, I got back into Final Fantasy XIV again. I'm playing with a friend of mine that I played to up until with now. We took a several-year break. This is separate from me starting a new character / account. Like a year or so ago on stream, by the way. Totally separate. We played through Shadowbringers. We're doing like the content at the end of the expansion now, basically. And I'm tackling it a bit differently. I'm looking up like brief guides and stuff before we go up for it. So we just know about like the major mechanics, and it's a shame kind of having to do that. But it is making the experience a bit more enjoyable because there's less like party wipes where it is entirely our fault because we're the only two people who don't know how things work. So we're having fun with it. We haven't done the really hard stuff yet though. That'll be coming someday soon. Oh, I mean, if you want, but it's just an idea, and it's not even that original of a one. They have, like, the exact same color hair. But, I mean, if you draw it, just let me know, and I'll definitely repost it for you. But all the credit would really be yours for actually going to the effort, honestly. Oof, my head. Hey, you're awake, Yomo-san. What happened just now? I mean, hey, there's always people you can commission. You dropped to the floor. That really scared me. I see. But now isn't the time to rest. Enough is enough. Huh? What are you saying at a time like this? You didn't sleep at all last night, and on top of everything that's happened today, you should focus solely on resting right now. Else I'm going to tie you to your bed. Tying me to anything isn't going to stop me from thinking. Alright, you win. I'll stay in bed. That's great. I'll look into the case. You should focus on resting until I come back. Keep troublesome thoughts out of your head, okay? And put that sword away. Okay, I get it. And put that other sword away. Jeez, have some consideration for me, would you? You really gave me a scare there. It sure looks like she does. Sometimes I wonder, when exactly did become friends with someone like Aya? That's what I'd like to know. I guess it was after that incident a year ago. Oh, here's the flashback. Because of that incident, we had an interaction that wasn't some malicious interview. And she's been glued to me ever since. She gets on my nerves, likes to pry into people's thoughts and spread them everywhere, and even kicks down my door in order to look cool. She's like the textbook definition of annoying. Yet I don't really seem to mind it. I wonder why. Is it because of her disappearance? Because she left, so I wanted a substitute to fill the hole in my heart? It's true. They do give off similar vibes, despite being completely different people. But there should be some other reason. A more important reason. Someone who likes to pry into others' business. Wouldn't be good at hiding their own thoughts, either. That crow, she doesn't say anything, but she's actually really worried about me, isn't she? Seriously, for a Tengu that's been around for 1,000 years, she really is down to earth. Jeez. Mattaku. More. She's already out of bed. Have some coffee or something. Really? You didn't even shut the door. Seriously. Yuma-san, red alert, red alert. Alert. It's bad, Yuma-san. A serious incident. You got out of bed. What? Listen, Yuma-san. Hang on. What are you doing here? I'm feeling a bit better. For like 10 seconds. How could you neglect your body like this? Go back to bed right now. I said I'm fine. It's not like I'm some bedridden child. How could you? Alright, I really am fine. I still know my body better than most. Well, if you say so. Let's not talk about me for now. What were you blabbering about just now? It's Hirari-chan. Hirari-chan? You mean Hirari Marikiri? You mean Avery? Hirari-chan has been arrested as the culprit. The average human, Hirari Marikiri? Yep, Hirari-chan was just taken to Miami by someone from the Yakumo family. Was it Chen this time? She was arrested on grounds of being the most likely suspect in Shinya Maru Sukino's murder. The culprit is an ordinary young girl? I mean, wouldn't it be difficult for a human to do that to a yokai? Shinya Maru's got like her needle and stuff. I don't know, I don't really know like what power she has without the mallet. Maybe she's really weak. I mean, she's small, but what does that actually mean in Toho? What does being small really mean? Does it matter? She's not a yokai. Well, she's not a human either. She's an inchling. Alright, let's go in the wiki. Let's go in the wiki. And read about anchlings. Species of tiny people. Doesn't really say anything else. Okay, I guess they're just tiny people. Oh, thanks to the physical traits of the anchlings, no matter what we do, we're powerless. Okay. Alright, she was an easy target, never mind. I see. That's not possible. No way Hidari-chan is the culprit. Not possible. Why? Well, call it intuition. Or intuition, huh? Why does this somehow feel familiar? Come to think of it, it was also her intuition that told her there was something off with the case last night. So, Yomi-san, what are you going to do? Perhaps I can put my faith in Ai's intuition just this once. Regardless, we're still the first people to discover the body. We're already involved in this case. I don't plan on standing by and doing nothing either. Let's go pay Hidari Marikiri a visit. Roger that. Unexpectedly, a suspect no one ever considered has emerged. Hidari Marikiri, the young girl who views Reimu as her hero. What kind of person are you? Save the game? Yeah. Anyone there? That's odd. Are you sure Hidari is in here, Aya? Of course. I put in a lot of effort to uncover this place without anyone knowing. Then why is no one responding? Maybe... Who's there? Oh, so there's someone here after all. I'm the head of the Human Spirit Agency, Yomu Kanpaku. I'm here because of a murder that took place at the Hakurei Shrine. May I come in? Human Spirit Agency. Feel free. Great. Could you open the door then? Yes? Is there a problem? Sorry, Is there some kind of problem? Yes? Hahaha, Yomo-san, do you actually think you're dropping by someone's house? What? This is a room for detaining suspects. How could there be a way to open it from the inside? Heck, sorry. I had my eyes closed this whole time. Haha. Are you done laughing? It's just way too hilarious. I swear. Alright, we almost forgot about Hirai-chan. Let me introduce you, Yomi-san. This is Hirari Marikiri. She's a 14-year-old girl who comes from the human village. You should have met her before, right? No, I've never seen her before. Only... Looks like she's put her guard up against me. Don't be so tense, Hirari-chan. Yomi-san is here to help you. Help? How do they know each other? Besides banquets. I'm sure you've heard of the name Human Spirit Agency before, right? Its reputation in the village is impeccable. And I mean, I'm sure the two of them are friends. She's probably told her about Yomu too. You know, the diligent half-human, half-phantom young girl or something like that. She's super popular with the men in the village. What nonsense are you blabbering about now? I'm just laying out the facts. That what you call... Is that what you call the stuff in your newspaper? Obviously. Obviously not. Is it really Yomu-sama? Oh, she talks the same as Aya. Yomu-sama and the Human Spirit Agency. I've heard of it. You helped my uncle harvest rice last month. I heard you harvested 3 entire fields in under half an hour. It's very impressive. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Though there were way too many requests for rice harvesting in the past 2 months, so I don't really have any recollection. Is it because, like, her swords can cut, like, a really big area? What is it? What is it? I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna go look at Yomu's ability again. Trying to find it here on the wiki page. Hold on. I'll kill 10 phantoms in one slice, but that's not what I'm looking for. Wasn't there like a thing where like there was like this really specific distance she could cut all at once? You know, it'd be nice if you were in front of the monitors. I mean, come on. Oh. Here we go. Is it one of our spell cards? I'm gonna go look real quick. Spell cards. 200 Yojana and 1 slash. There we go. I don't know what a Yojana is, but it's probably a lot. They do 200 at once, right? Let's see what the notes say here on the wiki. 1 Yojana is the distance that the Imperial Army could advance in one day, about 10 to 15 kilometers. So yeah, she can just do a single slash and harvest the entire field of rice. I mean, picking it up afterwards is still going to be a fun time, I'm sure, but cutting it's helpful, right? Okay. I never thought you would do miscellaneous tasks. It's really an eye-opener. Helping villagers in need is my duty, after all. Why? That's right. I absolutely cannot let her down. That's why. So, Yono-sama is here to... I'm here to... clear your name. Don't think Yono-san is only good at harvesting rice. She's also an expert at clearing people's names. She's done it once. I witnessed it with my own 2 eyes. Yes, you can trust me and I'll trust you. Yono-sama. Aye, Captain. Wah. The duty of helping those in need. I suppose this is what that means. You could probably give Minariko a hoe as a weapon. You'd probably make that work. But you'd have to give Shizuha a rake as well for leaves. So you're completely in the dark. Yes, she suddenly came to my home and said it was a murder, and she locked me in here. I heard something about last night's banquet. But I really didn't do anything that night. I've never even met the victim before. But even if I want to say that, no one's willing to listen. That's too much. Did you do anything out of place last night? Maybe the fact that you went and drank at a banquet and you're 14 years old. Very low drinking age in Gensokyo? Maybe she didn't drink there, I guess that's possible. From a rough deduction, it's likely that Shin Miyamoto was killed during the banquet. I mean, you know, they have alcohol at Chuck E. Cheese's, but you can still go to Chuck E. Cheese's if you're a kid. You just don't drink the beer. Which is why the culprit should be one of the attendees. Or rather, someone who would have left the banquet. Yep, only then would there be an opportunity for the murder. I think Ron Yakumo almost certainly had a reason for arresting you. Seeing as how you don't know Shin Miyamoto all that well, it's hard to establish motive and means. So the most likely reason is you had the opportunity. Namely, you left the banquet at some point. That is the most plausible reason. You can't have the starburst iced water. For me? It's not for you. It's for me. Oh. Okay, welcome back. Happies. I had been drinking a lot too, so she doesn't remember the banquet all too well. She said, during the banquet, Aggie left first, then Shin Miyamoto came and went, then Kokoro left for a bit, followed by Suika also leaving. If that was all that happened at the banquet, then I doubt Ron Yakumo would have any reason to suspect you. Unless that's not the full picture. Are you already getting done? Are you gonna stay up here or not, honey? She wants to go pester Avery. Avery's the other cat was up here a minute ago. Hirari Marikiri, it's not that I doubt you, it's just that there's things that need to be made clear. Take a moment to think. Did you do anything out of place at the banquet last night? Especially anything that involves leaving? You ask her instead. You don't wish to tell us? Did you actually? Yomo-san, don't just jump to conclusions like that. Hirari-chan is just taking some time to think. Taking some time to form an alibi. If it's truly worth thinking, you wouldn't be completely silent. You'd at least subconsciously say, I think, or, That is, unless you're already done thinking. In that case, you should still reply with yes or no. Yet you've been completely silent and you seem hesitant. You've thought of something, haven't you? You just don't want to say it. Hey, don't bottle it up, Hirari-chan. We all believe in you. I'm too... What are you trying to say? Well, I did leave. When? What did you do? After Kokoro-sama came back, What exactly did you do? Well, I'm... Pressing her sure is tiresome. Oh boy. Speak, what did you do? It was... to pee. Yomu-san, mon ami. Wow. Don't cry, Hirari-chan. Yomu-san is just stupid. Yomu-san, forcing Hirari-chan to say something so embarrassing like that. Have you no shame? I mean, we need to have alibis and stuff figured out, and reasons for things figured out. Don't go blaming Yomu. Good funny Ace Attorney humor. Alright, don't cry, Hirari-chan. What am I even supposed to say? Maybe it was too rash just now. Sorry about that. I was too forceful, and that put you in a bad spot. Yes. I need to change topic. What can I even say in such a situation? It's not too hard to just say... You don't have to say pee, she could have just said, like, visit bathroom, or anything. Go fix my yukata in the bathroom at the shrine, or whatever, you know? Does she not know about the shrine bathroom? Did she go pee behind a tree, maybe? Maybe that's why she's embarrassed. You can be up here, but you gotta, like... You're gonna knock over my drinks, honey. You're gonna knock over my drinks, okay? Careful. You still let me move these first before you start going flopping around everywhere. Hey. Watch that tail of yours. What's your deal? You just knocked a bottle cap on the floor, she just slapped. You know, Chan, did you go to the storehouse when you left? Storehouse? I only went to the bathroom behind the shrine. I never went anywhere else. You'd pass by the storehouse if you head to the back. You could go the other way. So you never went to the storehouse? Yes, only left once, I promise. That's good. Thanks for the assist, Taya. No problemo. Well, we've more or less gathered all the information there is here. Any ideas, Yomu-san? You've gained one piece of testimony. I left the banquet to go pee at one point. That is all you've learned here. She's prime suspect, and that's all we can get from her. At the present, there indeed is nothing that points to Hirari being the culprit. It doesn't take long to murder someone of Shimimaru's size. While that gives her the opportunity, she doesn't have a motive. However, there exists another attendee who had the opportunity, in addition to a motive. You can't mean... Harano Kokoro. She left for a period of time after Shimimaru last appeared, and she seemed distracted when she got back. And with her and Shimimaru once having a fight over her masks... What's wrong, Yomu-san? I'm not sure it's just my imagination, but I seem to recall... Wasn't there a mask on the floor when we discovered the body? Wow, good observation. I think you're right. And the mask on the floor, we can conclude that Harano Kokoro should be the prime suspect. So, what about Hirari-chan? I said before, she has no motive. Moreover, how could someone like Hirari-chan commit murder? I mean, she totally could. Yomu has not played Ace Attorney. Yomu hasn't played Danganronpa. Yomu has never read a mystery novel. It is hard to imagine someone with a personality like hers killing someone. Well, I did say Hirari-chan was falsely accused. Hey, don't go after those courts, honey. So, Yomu-san, what do you need to do now? What? As the head of the Human Spirit Agency, in front of you is a villager who's been unfairly accused and locked up. Aren't you going to... You're right. But with what happened just now, I'm not sure if she'd be willing to accept. We literally already told her we're going to clear her name. Just go and ask her directly, Yomo-san. I'm sure Hirari-chan will enlist your services. Sure. Yes? Is something wrong, Yomo-san? Well, Hirare Marikiri-san. Why is he only using honorifics now? Would you like me to help clear your name? Yomo-sama, that's... Can you really? Someone like me. As long as you agree, then you'll be my client. And when I accept the request, I'll do my best to fulfill it. Who the person is doesn't matter. What matters is that I can't ignore those who are in need. How about it, Hirari-san? Can you put your trust in me? Yomo-sama, I'm counting on you. Understood, Hirari-san. That's great. You know, is this how you always take requests? Force someone to open an unopenable door, back them into a corner, and then sweep them away with the words to get them to agree to the request. You still haven't forgotten that? I am a reporter. Can't just forget things willy-nilly. This is all headline material. Let me make this crystal clear. I'll end you if I ever see that in your newspaper. Fret not, Yomo-san. I promise I won't send that issue to you. Do you want me to end you right now? Aha. Yomo-sama and Aya-sama are both very interesting. It's just a certain crow playing with fire all the time. Although, this is the first time I've seen her smile. Back to business, Yomo-san. What do you plan to do now? Specifics about the case are still unclear. I'll have to pay a visit to the Hakure Shrine sooner or later, especially the storehouse. I don't know why Kokoro wasn't immediately arrested with the mask in there and whatnot. It's at least, like, more evidence than just going after Hirari because... Oh! Oh, spicy! Spicy cat. Oh! 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 You too, Avery. Also, I have to look for Ron Yakumo and ask her why she thinks Hirari Marikiri is the prime suspect. Well, all I'm doing now is petting normally. No need to look. Ron Yakumo, the nine-tailed fox. Shikigami of the Gap, Yokai Yukari Yakumo. Do you want pets or not? What are you doing? Can you stop pacing back and forth like that? She usually helps Yukari Yakumo with various tasks, as well as medals in various incidents in Gensokyo. In a sense, her presence represents Yukari Yakumo's intentions. She's the one who locked up Reimu Hakure. Seems like our little rendezvous has been discovered. Oh, if it isn't you, Ron. Wait, she doesn't use honorifics for Ron? Real, fix it, fix it. We just so happen to have a question for you. I bet I have a question for everyone here, too. Firstly, Yomo-Kunpaku, Shamemoru. Who permitted you to enter the room of a major suspect, let alone converse with her? The door wasn't locked, so we just let ourselves in. Entering just because the door wasn't locked is something only a thief or mischievous child would do. Or a reporter. Who knows if someone is still a child at heart? It's intentional. Okay. This is no place for children. You have no right to go through that door. And a question for you, Hirari Marikiri. As you are only 14, I did not put you under strict surveillance. Nor did I not leave you to rot. Do you mean, nor did I leave you to rot? Not leave you to rot? So, Ron is saying she did leave her to rot. Nor did I not leave you to rot in a dark underground cell. Do you know the crime of murdering Shinmimata Sukuna is reason enough for me to execute the law on sight? You allowed two presumptuous intruders inside. Let them stay, and even proclaim that you've been wronged. You don't feel sorry for your crimes at all. Right, yeah, Ron is an asshole in this. He's terrible. That's enough. Hirari-chan is just an innocent young girl. Why would you scare her like that? Whether or not she's innocent is not for you to decide. Even more so for someone with fresh blood in her hands. Wait, the cords. No. Didn't you say you've been wronged? If that truly is the case, right now, in front of our own sight, I'm innocent. So be it. You tell her, Hirari-chan. Say it. Say it. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I did it. I did it. I didn't kill. I didn't read the rest. I'm not innocent. How much has Ron, like, tortured her to get her to confess to a crime she didn't do? Hirari-chan. You'll heard it. She doesn't even have the backbone to say she's innocent. You just scared her into doing it. Perhaps so. Open your ears, Hirari Marikiri. If it weren't for that Mary saying the case is still unresolved and that it's too early for a verdict, you would not be lying here so comfortably. You need to know your place. Know what you should and shouldn't do. Otherwise, things might get ugly. Understood. You too. Ayashame Maru, let me make it clear. You're not allowed to write anything related to this case in a newspaper. I don't wish to see anything related to the Hakari Shrine in a newspaper the next couple of days. This is to maintain the order in Gensokyo. This shouldn't be anything new to you, so I need to repeat myself. Yomo Kanbaku, on account of your mistress's good relations with Yukari-sama, I won't pursue this matter any further. Don't stir up the hornet's nest, otherwise you could stir up Yukari-sama. Not even you, Yuko-sama, will be able to save you then. I think she could. Answer this first. Is the Mary you mentioned just now the same Mary I'm thinking of? I have no obligation to answer you. And if I insist? Yes, it's that Mary. No one else in Gensokyo would have such a strange name. Hey, Yama-san, let's get out of here already. We're on thin ice here. Let's go back and formulate a plan. Is she the one in charge of this case? I swear, Bill. A detective or prosecutor or whatever. I said, is Mary, the one you mentioned just now, the person in charge of this case? Indeed, she was personally appointed by Yukari-sama. A piece of advice, Yoma Kanpaku. Let sleeping dogs lie. This is a very serious case. You only got lucky last night. If Seiji Kishin hadn't intervened, you'd be dead. No doubt about it. Don't let your curiosity or some suspects saying she's innocent with nothing to back it up get the better of you. That's a very dangerous habit. I believe her. Oh? We may have only talked for a short 10 minutes, but I believe the person in front of me, Hirari Marikiri, is not a cold-blooded killer. Heh. Furthermore, I've already accepted her request. For that, I have to get to the bottom of this case and clear her name no matter what. If you think your threats scare me, then you couldn't be more wrong. Oh, then you can rest easy. Yukari-sama appointed Mary herself. Leave everything to her, and the innocent will naturally be innocent, and the guilty, guilty. Yukari-sama's judgment is never wrong. It can be wrong. It's precisely because the case has been handed to her that I can't rest easy. I have to stop her from making more mistakes, stop her from creating another tragedy. Yomo-san. It would seem you've made up your mind. What if I were to stop you by force? You sure you want to do that? I think Yomo could beat Ron in a Danmaku battle. See, extra bosses, their Danmaku is usually too gimmicky. I could easily sit you down and teach you how to do Ron's fight reliably with very few misses. Yomo isn't that difficult of a boss, but she has a few attacks, one of which is considered to be one of the hardest attacks in the game, because the Danmaku can wall you off really badly. Her attacks just generally take, like, more skill and actual dodging to deal with. I feel like, if we balance out the fact that Ron has more cards, obviously, we're going to be bringing in an even number of cards. I think as long as Yomo gets to bring in her strongest cards, she wins. Quite easily. You! That's 2 streams in a row. What is your deal? Back here. I think that's more or less good. That's roughly where it was, maybe. Good, good. Seems good. Okay, good. I'm content with that. Little brat. Alright. Your job is to protect everything here, to prevent the suspect from escaping, and control the impact this case will have in Tokyo. If we had a fight in here, no matter how strong your barriers are, you'd be hard-pressed to avoid hitting this room, or the helpless Hirari. If anything happened to the suspect before the case is fully resolved, would your mistress be happy? Danmaku doesn't hurt, though. Like, I guess it can tear your clothes, but I don't think Hirari would actually be hurt. She'd just be ouchied a little bit. At the same time, a fight would attract eyes from all over Tokyo, especially Tengu journalists. At that point, the cat would be completely out of the bag. You will have utterly failed in your mission. I appreciate the advice, but this case is one I must participate in, for the sake of my client. It would seem trying to stop you would be an exercise in futility. If you want to take part in this case, suit yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. But of course, I'll pretend nothing happened today. But you need to understand that there are restrictions regarding who can visit a suspect in custody. So there won't be a next time. Right, thanks. But no thanks. Incidentally, Hirari Motoki being prime suspect was the judgment made by Mary. Yukari-sama really cares about Mary, so it was on Yukari-sama's orders that I arrested her as the prime suspect. So if you really want to prove her innocence, you'll need to convince Yukari-sama that Mary's judgment was wrong. I see. I appreciate it. I just want to double check. How are you spelling judgment? Because I could swear I've seen it spelled both ways before in here. Like with an E and without an E. Okay, next time I can move. Okay. I was kind of guessing that might be the case. It had the E in that one. Yep. Make sure to fix that up so it's consistent. If you haven't already. Again, I'm running an outdated version still. You really are full of surprises, aren't you? I'll try to update before next time. Okay. Ooh, that sure put me on edge. Good thing you were brave enough to stand up to her. My palms were sweating so much my spell card is all drenched now. You only have one spell card? Yeah, but you were amazing. You stayed silent the entire time and then took her down in one swift blow. It was super cool. I was thinking about what words to use to convince her, unlike you, who was just spouting nonsense. Ugh, dealing with someone like Ron Yakumo takes a heck of an effort, though. And I feel exhausted now that she's gone. You're feeling tired? Want me to give you a full body massage? It's a Shame Maru's specialty. Forget it. I'd rather not find out whatever that is. But before that... Hirari-san. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't... No need to apologize. I understand. You only did that out of fear towards Ron Yakumo. In the end, we're the ones who got you into trouble, so we should be the ones apologizing. Sorry. How could it be your fault? It's because I wasn't brave enough. If only I could be as brave as you, and freely speak my mind. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're only 14. Against an ancient domineering yokai, being scared stiff is normal. No need to beat yourself up over it. I'm sure you'll be brave enough to stand your ground one day. Young-sama. Alright, let's go. To the Hakure Shrine. If our luck is bad, we might even run into Mary. And I've also been waiting for this day to come. Let's go. Okay. Bye-bye, Hirari-chan. Coward. You weak-minded, dim-witted, useless coward. Save the game. Don't mind if I do. Ah, we got sunset now. It's almost nighttime. Investigating at night would be a pretty difficult task. Yeah, it's too dark at night. It'd be very easy to miss clues outside. The body was found in the storehouse, but we should still investigate the other areas. Yeah, let's not waste any more time then. Who's there? It's you. It's Mary. This is a nice song. Maribel Heron, also known as Mary. A girl from the outside world. She came to Gensokyo about a year ago. There was another person with her, but I don't wish to recall that right now. Maybe some other time. Miss Aya. and Yomu. Evening, Mary-san. Good evening. But what are you two doing at the shrine at this hour? Don't tell me. It's exactly that. Miss Aya, this is a very serious case. It's not something you should put in your newspaper, as I'm sure you're aware. Well, that's a given. Then what are you doing here? If it's not for an interview, it's for an investigation. Investigation? I've accepted the request of Hidari Matakiri, whom you would imprison to clear her name. Why? What, am I not just doing what you did in the past? Except it won't end in failure. Isn't that right, Aya? Yeah. I did say Hidari Matakiri is the most likely suspect, but having Ron Yakumo arrest her is something Yukari Yakumo decided on her own. I'm the person in charge of this case. If Hidari is innocent, I'll prove it. You just need to trust me. Trust you. After what happened 1 year ago, you think people can still put their trust in you? Even if Aya is willing to give you another chance, I'll never trust you ever again. And neither would Renko. Don't say that name. Hey, Yomu-san, calm down. First Renko and now Hidari. How many people do you intend to harm? This time, I won't put my trust in you. Rather, I'll trust my own ability. I trust my client's innocence, and my client trusts me. Yomu-san. Trust, you say? Do you have that much faith in your client's innocence? I talked to her for 10 whole minutes. I'll leave you to trust my client. I also trust this. That you're wrong. Completely and utterly wrong. I am biased against you. So you plan on challenging my deduction? That's right. This time I'll stop you. I'll stop you from hurting another person. Yomu. Understood. But even so, I don't plan on losing either. Why are we getting into this already? I thought we were gonna hit an investigation. Not yet, I guess. Okay, let's see. A to press. According to the autopsy report, Shinya Sukuna died last night before the banquet ended. Autopsy report. Right, you hit down and up here. Yes, it was compiled by Mr. Katsura, a coroner from Entei. Oh, it's Kidoji-san. There shouldn't be any problems then. Hopefully. As such, the killer is most likely one of the banquet's attendees. That assumption's correct. Yes, as I'm sure you've guessed, the killer should be someone who left the banquet after the victim's final appearance. Someone who left after Shinya final appearance. That would be Kokoro, Hirare, and Suika. After multiple rounds of questioning, I discovered that Hidari Matakiri left the banquet at one point at the time of the murder. Just that alone is enough to prove Hidari-san killed anyone. I never said she killed anyone. She's simply unaccounted for during the victim's alleged time of death, which undeniably makes her suspicious. She was just going to the bathroom. She told me that herself. The bathroom. But words are cheap. Do you have any proof? Well, so right now that leaves Hidari Matakiri as our prime suspect. Okay, why is she more a prime suspect than the other two? Why is she the prime suspect, huh? Huh, Mary? Huh? She had left for around 10 minutes. That's a long time to pee. Murdering someone like Shinimaru Sukuna in this time frame is entirely possible. Well, it's true that killing someone the size of Shinimaru in 10 minutes isn't an issue. Hirari-san isn't the only one capable of this. The same applies to everyone else. Correct. If it were just this, Hidari Matakiri would not be the prime suspect. But as I said just now, Miss Hirari is unaccounted for. Is it that in addition to having the means that makes her the prime suspect? I'd hate to say it, but she's not right. There's two other people that left at that point. Didn't she just say that Suika and Kokoro also left the banquet for a time afterwards? But if Hidari could do that, doesn't that mean anyone else could have done it as well? Yes, Yomu. Yes. Therefore, I conclude that she's the prime suspect, as there's no one else. No one else. Yes, she had the opportunity and the means, which makes her the one who's most suspicious. As in, she knows the other suspects. We could still on the table. It already had the means and opportunity, but there's a person who not only satisfies these two conditions, she also even has a motive. Suika also has the other two things. I'll break down our argument using that person. Okay. And we present Kokoro here. What is it? Hirari is the prime suspect? Is that really the case? Naturally. There's something you definitely aren't aware of, or just aren't paying any attention to. Among the banquet's attendees, there's someone who not only had the means and opportunity, she even has a motive. Oh, and who might that be? A few days before the banquet, Haruno Kokoro paid Shinya Murasuga a visit at Hakure Shrine, and they even had a fight. She even said that she'd kill something. Also, from what I heard, Kokoro's mask had some problems not too long ago. Apparently someone broke it. If we tie all this together, we can easily conclude Kokoro's mask was broken by Shinya Maru, and she killed her in a fit of rage. 2 days later? I see. I was not aware of all this taking place. And now that I think about it, one of Kokoro's masks was in the storehouse when we discovered the body. How did she not know about that? Therefore, Hirari Marakiri is not the most suspicious person involved. The argument has completely collapsed. You still have anything to say? What? Speaking of the storehouse, besides the mask, did you see anything else? No, because we got removed before we could look around. Anything else? There's Shinigama's corpse hidden inside the jar. Correct. The body was discovered in the storehouse, so one would naturally think the murder occurred in there. Not really. But if we assume the storehouse is the crime scene, don't you think it's missing something? Missing something? Bloodstains? That's right. Besides the jar containing the body, there wasn't a single speck of blood. The storehouse hasn't been cleaned either. Okay, so how does that make Hirari more suspicious than Kokoro? We're getting way off track here. Wait, we're not talking about this right now. The jar has also been checked and there were no traces of anything ever colliding with it. I think the body was moved there after the murder. I'm sure you've already figured out what this all means, haven't you? You mean the murder didn't occur in the storehouse? Exactly. The murder never took place in the storehouse. Instead, it occurred somewhere else, and the culprit moved the body there. The culprit was extremely careful in transporting the body, leaving no evidence behind in the storehouse. The culprit was this cautious, yet left one of Miss Kokoro's masks in the storehouse. Is their intent not clear? Okay, then it's Suika. I don't know. Why can't it be Suika? You mean... Yes, the culprit put that mask there on purpose, in order to frame Miss Kokoro. Or Kokoro put it there herself, because she would never be stupid enough to do that, right? It's reverse psychology. I've seen that before. After what you told me, I finally understand the picture. The culprit heard about the bad blood between Miss Kokoro and the victim, so they decided to use it to their advantage. That is why the killer left Miss Kokoro's da 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 da. I like the song. Mask at the crime scene. It was all to shift the blame onto her. When we found out about their fights, in addition to the mask, we would immediately assume Miss Kokoro was the murderer. And with that, the culprit's planted evidence would have fulfilled its purpose. But now do you get it? The so-called evidence, which proves Miss Kokoro is the suspect, has just proven her innocence. No. You're stupid. You've never played a mystery game. What about Suika? As well. She's just innocent, I guess, automatically? You know, Reimu killed someone last night, and then suddenly the person... I mean, to be fair, if... Okay, listen. If she's questioned Suika, that'd be one thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oni can't lie, right? In Toho lore? Oni aren't able to lie? I know they hate lying. Let's see here. Lie. Looking here. I don't see anything on the page, surprisingly. Maybe I need to look further on the wiki, but I am pretty sure it's a thing. Well, they detest the most are lies. Oh, it doesn't say they can't lie here. I don't know. But, okay. Even discounting that, has she even talked to Suika yet? Suika is, barring like Marissa, you know, she's a close friend to Rain when Rain was just convicted of murder. I'd be at least a little bit more suspicious of Suika. Not the rando no one's met before. Now do you see? Not really. The culprit purposely misled you into coming up with those assumptions, all of which was to shift the blame onto an innocent person. What, was I too hasty? Also, Suika discovered the body alongside us. Isn't that supposed to make her suspicious? It claimed to be stopping me from harming innocent people. But if I hadn't refuted you, would you have not hurt an innocent person with a flawed deduction? We would have kept going. We weren't going to immediately execute Kokoro But if you're gonna have anyone in that room, it probably shouldn't be Hirari. An innocent person would be hurt because of my fall deduction. Yomo-san just didn't have all the pieces. Neither did Mary. She didn't know the whole thing about, Kokoro saying kill. I'm sure she wouldn't have made that mistake if she had investigated everything in detail. Isn't that right, Yomo-san? I believe in you. Understood. What's wrong? What's the relationship between you two? Why does she suddenly... we're the very best of friends. Come on, please don't say that. Such embarrassing things now, of all times. Embarrassing is supposed to have 2 R's, I think, right? I think that's the second time I've seen it spelled like this. It's probably already fixed. What's up with her all of a sudden? I apologize. I shouldn't have used such harsh words on you, Miss Yomo. I'm to blame. Huh? Well, I mean, what on earth is going on? As long as everything's cool now. Uh-huh. But I feel like things aren't quite so simple. Speaking of which, while Kokoro-san has been proven innocent, what's the deal with Hirari-chan being the prime suspect? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. It's been a few weeks, so I forgot. That's very much my fault. Hopefully, I'll stream again in a day or two and not in like 3 weeks. Especially now that I'm going to be in the middle of a case, it'd be good too. Hirari-chan may have had the means and opportunity, but branding her the prime suspect just because of that doesn't sound like something you would do, Mary-san. Indeed. I do think Miss Hirari is the most suspicious, but not for that reason alone. You want to share with the class? What else is there then? Have you ever heard of luminol? You mean the blood illuminant? Ah, that's what it's called in Gensokyo, yes. You recall how I said the true crime scene isn't the storehouse? In order to find the true crime scene, I took some luminol from the corner and searched for bloodstains around the shrine. In the end, I found hidden traces of blood on the storehouse's outer walls in the back. Back of the storehouse? Yes, about 4 inches off the ground, there's a patch of fresh blood. The coroner estimated the blood had been there for a day at most. So the crime scene is the back of the storehouse. Yes, from this I drew a conclusion. The killer is someone who went to the back of the shrine during the banquet. Didn't Suika and Kokoro also get up and go somewhere? I forget where, if it even ever said it. Someone who went to the back of the shrine. Wouldn't that be Hirari-chan? But Hirari-chan just took a trip to the bathroom. How did she suddenly become Shimamaro-chan's killer? As I said, words are cheap. If you truly wish to prove Miss Hirari's innocence, this will be the first hurdle you need to overcome. Okay, so where did Suika and Kokoro go? Because if they said they went somewhere else, words are cheap. They could have gone behind the shrine. By the way, I don't know why she's so biased. What is it? Besides Miss Suika in the corner, Miss Kokoro was here as well. You should have some questions for her. Okay. Did anyone... Okay, so I saw that directly then. Well, then why was Yomu saying, like, the only other people that left are Suika and Kokoro? They're suspects too. You could find out by asking her in the storehouse. Got it. Thanks, Mary-san. When? Huh? When did you two become such good friends? Out of that incident a year ago, I think. Me and Yomu-san have become captivated by each other ever since. Please don't phrase it like that. For Aya, you'd probably want to say Yomu-san and I. He usually talks pretty politely. What got into her all of a sudden? It's probably nothing. Let's hurry up and start investigating. Yeah, we should. Firstly, the storehouse and the back of the shrine should be where the crime took place. Make sure you give them a look. The storehouse might not be the true crime scene, but the killer definitely went there, so maybe they left some clues behind. Don't forget to check it out. Suika-chan and Kokoro-san are both here too, so we gotta ask them about the case as well. Maybe Kidoji-san is here as well. Make sure to give the results of his investigation a listen. And that concludes the reminders between Sokyo's #1 news tengu Aya Shanmei Maru. Just like last time, it's all very relevant advice. Okay, let's commence the investigation and take our shoes off first. Be very careful to not go back to title. Just wanted to look through the evidence real super fast if I can. Okay, here we go. So we don't have like testimony in particular yet. We'll get that later, I guess. So right now we're unable to actually check most of the facts that have come up in the dialogue. Like, it mentions that he had already left the banquet for a while, but not the others, so hopefully that'll come up in a way that we can cross-reference easily later. Okay, that's it for that. Let me go heat my coffee back up again, and I will switch over to Umineko in a minute. We're gonna start episode 7 today. I'm very eager for that. Episode 6 Pachinko animations. It's okay. I'm lazy, and I'm looking forward to just starting 7. I'll be back in just a minute.